Okay, good morning or good evening, everyone. Okay, depending on which part of the world you are from. Okay, I hope you're having a great day so far. My name is David and I will be your host for today. So as usual, before I start, let me just create a simple tweet. Streaming live game development over at Twitch. Okay, so I made a tweet. Okay, so let's start. Okay, let me first open up Unity. Okay, so since the last session I have worked on some of the platforms and okay, wait, let me just maximize on play. Okay, so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so there's still a bug with the character appearing sometimes in between the platforms. Okay, as you see. Okay, but I've also added, okay, now you see left right to move, and so when you press left or right, it will display Z to jump, and when you press Z, okay, it will show collect 8 stars. Okay, because the objective of the game is to collect stars. Okay, but okay, as you can see, there aren't any stars yet, so let's do that. Okay, but in order to create the stars, we need the image for the stars. Okay, so let's open up Photoshop. Okay, and let's go to where the stars are. Okay. Okay, You might not see clearly, but this is our star. Okay, let's save it in. Here. And let's open up our main scene. Okay, so we have to make sure that our star is not too big and not too small. So let's do that by dragging and dropping the star to where the tile is set. The tiles are at. Okay, so as you can see, it is not too big and not too small. Okay. But as you can see, we have some pixels that we have to fix, so let's do that. Base 3, base 2. Okay. And okay, I'm just fixing some of the pixels. Okay, so it should look better now. Okay. Okay, so as usual, let me open up my Apple script editor and my automation script, which I use to automate the exporting of images. Okay. This allows me to do things faster and save a lot of time. Okay, so Now let's copy and paste the exported image to where the game directory is at. Okay, games, stars, assets, textures, sprites. Okay, so we have a previous star here, but we are going to use this new one instead because we just fixed the pixels in it. Okay. Okay, what about we delete this? Okay, let me just export it one more time. Star_go. Okay. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's go to the game directory. Okay, and let's use the Star-Go image instead. Okay, but we are going to change it to point. Okay. Okay, but before that, let's create a prefab. Okay, and let's call it star. Okay. Okay, since we already have the sprite for the star, let's duplicate it and let's move it away from the rest so that we can differentiate it. Oh. Okay, and let's call it star. Okay. So for our star, we need our star script. Or rather our script for our star. And we will also need to scale it down. Okay, maybe 0.3. Okay, so it will be somewhat around the same size as your character. Okay, so for our star we need a body. We need to add some physics so that we know when our character gets a star. Okay, for our star we will use a polygon collider which will cover the pointy edges, okay, as you can see here. Okay, and we will need a script and we will call it star. Okay, and let's drag and drop the script to the star. Okay, once we have done that, let's go into the script for the stars. Okay, I'm using my MacBook Pro to do this, so it won't be as fast as on a desktop. Okay, so we have loaded the script. Okay, let's go into the stars, the script for the star. Okay, we do not need this. Okay, so the objective of stars is to get and collect stars. Okay, but for each star you collect, you will be able to change your weapon. Okay, so for each star it will have a randomly generated weapon name. Okay, what else do we need for our star? Okay, we also need a point so that when the character gets a star, okay, the character will get you will get a point for getting a star. Okay, so to make that happen, we need a new tag and new layer name for our star. So let's add a new tag and call it star. And we need a okay star. Okay, Okay, just to make sure that adding the new tag and layer does not interfere with the existing tags and layers. Okay. Okay, we do not need a rigid body 2D because we do not want the star to be affected by gravity. Okay. Okay, so for now, let's go back to our player. Okay. And let's go to on collision, enter 2D. Okay, this is called when player collides with another physics object. Okay, we have a lot of messy stuff around here, so let's remove all of that. Okay, so now we need to, when collided with the ground, else if, now we need to check if the player has collided with a star, which means that when the player character has, okay, imagine this is a star and this is the player. When it touches a star, okay, it will come into here. Okay, so when the player comes into contact with a star, we will make the star disappear. Okay, to do that, we will destroy it. And we will say, okay, for now, we will say one point added. Okay, we will show the point later, but for now we will just do this. Okay, so now that we have, okay, now that this is done, we need to make the star appear. Okay, let's go back to Unity first. Okay, this is our star. Let's drag and drop the star to the prefab. Okay, this is so that the game engine can create many stars using this. Okay. Okay, if you are watching this and you haven't had much to drink, I mean water, do drink more water as it will be healthy for you. Okay, this is our star. Okay, let's go back to the code and take a look at spawner. Okay, we will need some sort of method to make the star appear. Okay, start spawning is for spawning of enemies. Okay, so now we need to spawn the stars as well. Okay, so we need a public star spawn star. Okay, or let's call it star to spawn. Okay, and this is our spawner. Okay, this is our star to spawn. Okay, so we need to link the star to the spawner by dragging this over here. Okay, now that is done, let's go back to the code. Okay, and let's create a new method called start spawning stars. Okay, called to start spawning stars. Okay, but before I do that, or rather, before we do that, we need to link the spawner to the player. Okay, and why is that? Because our player detects, or okay, I can do it here as well. Spawner to our star and star to our spawner. Okay, let's just do it here. Okay, so by having our spawner in our, by having